Hello, welcome to Malaysia. I'm sure you haven't forgotten how our frontliners and the world has fought with COVID-19. To enter public places in Malaysia, you need to show that you are fully vaccinated through your MySejahtera app on your phone. If you had been vaccinated outside of Malaysia, you can submit your vaccine certificate to MySejahtera for verification so that your vaccination status is reflected in the app. Let me walk you through the submission process and share with you 5 tips that could help with the process. Let's start. Open your MySejahtera app, click the close button at the top right, and you will be brought to the home page of MySejahtera. Tip 1. From this point on, make sure you have strong internet connection. The submission form can glitch at different points if your internet connection is weak. Now, in your MySejahtera homepage, look at the circular icons at the top. Click Help Desk. Help Desk will launch in an internet browser. Click Start. Scroll to the very bottom to select N. I have received my vaccination overseas and would like to obtain my digital certificate in MySejahtera. You will see the first page of the form. If you are reporting for yourself, click A. I'm reporting for myself. If you are reporting for your dependent, for instance your child, using your MySejahtera account, click B. I'm reporting for my dependent. Click Next. This is the second page of the form. You need to fill in your registered user ID. So tip 2. Check your MySejahtera ID in your profile. To find it, go back to your MySejahtera app, click Profile at the bottom right, and check the phone number or email address you've used for your account. Back to the form. For some of you, your MySejahtera ID is also prompted at the top of this page. If your MySejahtera ID is your mobile phone number, click to select the country code first, then fill in the rest of the number. For example, if I'm using a number from India, I select India country code first, +91, followed by the rest of the number. In the next box, type the number again. You can leave out the plus sign. Fill in your full name and type an email address that you have so that MySejahtera can contact you. Type it a second time to confirm. In the case where your MySejahtera ID is an email, type your full name, then type this email address twice. Click Next. This is the third page of the form. Select the vaccine dose that you need updated. If you had only your first dose overseas, select A. If you had only your second dose overseas, select B. If you had first and second dose overseas, select C for both doses. If your vaccine type comes complete as a single dose, for example Janssen and CanSino, select A. In this example, I select C to update first and second dose done overseas. Click Next. This is the fourth page of the form. At the top, key in your IC or passport number as registered in your MySejahtera profile. Tip 3 is to check your IC or passport number in your profile to make sure you got that right. Next, key in your phone number. You don't need to include the plus sign. Now it's time to fill in your vaccine details. It's usually helpful to have a copy of your vaccine certificate in front of you as you fill this page up. Click to select your vaccine type. Click to select the country where you had your vaccine. For vaccine date, click to access the calendar. You can click the currently displayed month to more quickly pick the month. Next, type in the batch number of your vaccine. Batch number is also known alternatively as lot number or serial number in your original vaccine certificate. If you had not been provided the batch number, you can key in NA, which stands for not applicable. Repeat the same type of details for your second vaccine dose. Check all details to make sure it's correct. Click Next. This is the last page of the form. It's where you upload your vaccine document using the Browse button. It says, please ensure that the document contains your name, identification number, and your vaccination details. My fourth tip for you is to include a copy of your IC or passport with your vaccine document so that MySejahtera staff have no trouble verifying your vaccine and identity. You can only upload one document, so combine your documents using an app or take a single clear picture of all the documents together. The size also mustn't be more than 4 MB. After you have uploaded your vaccine document, click I am not a robot and perform any verification process asked. Then click Submit. A page will pop up to say that the verification process takes approximately 5 working days. Here is a final tip. Once MySejahtera verifies your vaccine details, they usually send an email to let you know. This email usually has an instruction asking you to confirm your COVID-19 vaccination page. You can execute the instruction right now in case you missed the email. Go to MySejahtera homepage. At the top, click a circular icon called COVID-19 vaccination. Next, click Vaccine for your name. Check your name and identification number. Click Confirm. And click OK. You may immediately see these questions. You can exit this page. The questions are mainly for you if you like to get vaccinated in Malaysia in future. If you wish to answer the questions, go ahead. At the end, this page looks like this. Seeing the questions or the final page incidentally means that at some point you have already confirmed your name and identification number. The only thing left now is to check and refresh your MySejahtera profile daily. At your profile, click Refresh and scroll down to see if your digital vaccine cert pops up. Once it pops up, your check-in page will reflect your true vaccination status. If you don't see your digital vaccine certificate after 5 working days, you can contact MySejahtera to ask about it. Go to Help Desk, choose option O for other queries and option E to describe your problem. Happy travels and stay safe. If you have any feedback regarding this video or require digital assistance, I can be reached at digitalhelp.help@gmail.com.